Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this February 17th version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon. We're glad that you are here with us. If you want to find our content, go to EOA.network. EOA.network, that takes you to a link tree where you can find the locations of our Facebook, our YouTube, our Roku channel, our website, and there's also a place where you can donate to the cause, what we're trying to do here, and in highlighting Eastern Oregon stories, and we appreciate your support. Here in just a little bit, we are going to have Luke McKern with the Depot Street Syncopators. It's a group that they kind of throw together for every year at this particular time. This is Mardi Gras Day, is that right? Oh yeah. So anyhow, Luke will be with us here in a little bit. You know, one of the most talented musicians I know, and so pleasure to have him with us today. So, how are you, man?
Good. It's second Monday already.
Yeah.
And we're more than halfway through February.
I know it. I was like, yeah, I just can't. I was looking at the calendar yesterday. Like, really? I was anyhow.
That Nancy Guthrie, she's still missing.
I know.
I haven't found her. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories. Like people just, you know. Like,
I know.
It's got to be a money thing.
It's like social media has taken its own life.
Oh gosh.
You know.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of that taking the place of the Epstein stuff right now, even though they think that it has to do with Epstein too, because her daughter interviewed people. You know what I mean? It's just a. I'll be glad when that's over.
Yeah.
I'll tune into the guys, a couple of the YouTube guys that go live, you know, that are chasing down there.
Yeah.
And it's wild, man. People are so, like one guy, he has like 50,000 people watching him live. And he's like going through like these water tunnels looking for her. And he sees a homeless person and he goes, I got to go back to my car and get $20. And he's like, I'm going to give this lady $20. Well, then the chat, thousands of dollars just thrown his way. And how's he gonna? You know what I mean? It's like, right. Like, how's he gonna give her this money? Like, you guys are just giving this. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And just regular, not even YouTube money. Those guys make hundreds of dollars an hour just from people tipping them. It's insane to me. It's like,
I don't. Yeah. It does. I could go down a long rabbit hole there, but it's like,
it's crazy. I don't know what people are thinking. I have no idea, but whatever. You know.
Well, hey, you want to do sports?
Let's do it. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Flex Steel Furniture, you'll experience unmatched comfort and quality that you can count on. Discover the Flex Steel magic at Northwest Furniture and Mattress, where every Flex Steel seat is the best seat in the house. Big red rocking chair on Elm, off Adams in LeGrand. I'm going to try something a little bit different this week because there's just so much stuff going on right now. So I'm going to hit LHS sports today and then give you everything EOU on Thursday. The LHS boys and girls teams both lost tough road games in Baker on Friday night. The girls lost 75-57. They had beat Baker at home. And then the boys lost 75-67. I was there. It was rough. There was some questionable refereeing in the second game. I'm not going to get into it, but you can do your own digging around if you want to see what happened. Pendleton comes to town tomorrow, the 18th, and LeGrand will celebrate their seniors. This is the last regular season GOL games of the year, and they matter for both teams. We definitely don't want to be in that third spot. So the girls got to win for sure. Or no, the boys got to win for sure. The girls, I think they can still hold on to second if they lose, but third place means that you have a chance of not making the playoffs because only the top 4 ranked third place teams in each, in all the conferences make the state playoffs. So it's huge games for both teams. Congratulations to LHS boys wrestling team. They're the 2026 OSAA Special District 4 champions. They beat Pendleton by 1.5 points. And if you know anything about wrestling, that's not very much. I mean, in anything, that's not very much. But in wrestling, it's the difference between like a tech fall and a pin. So, you know, you get 6 points for a pin, you get 5 points for a tech. So it's crazy. LHS had 7 individual champions and 16 Tigers qualified for state. The champion at 106 was Darren Golzo. Oakley Frederick also qualified at that weight at third. Jarek Leonard and Camden Svedden got third and fourth at 113. Callan Blakely got second at 120. Deegan Nelson was the champion at 126, and Nolan Rogers qualified in fourth at 126 as well. The 132-pound champion was Bregan Anderson. 138-pound champion Colton Livingston. The 144-pound champion Bryler Anderson. The 157-pound champion Tommy Belding. And then Riley Krantz got second at that weight. 165 second, Noah Collins. 190, and this was probably the surprise of the whole tournament. Preston Taylor at second. He's a sophomore. I think he's only wrestled a year, and he went and got second and qualified for state. Huge props to him. That was awesome. And then Darren Richardson, the heavyweight, got second. So all of those are qualifiers for the state tournament. The photos are courtesy of Arlie Anderson, and state is a week from Thursday in Portland. The LHS girls swim team won the district championship this last weekend right here in LeGrand. They had 2 individual girls champions and 2 girls relay champions. Rena Lynch was first in the 100 individual medley, or the 200 individual medley, and the 100 backstroke. And then Isabel Finley was the first in the 100 breaststroke. And then both relay teams for the girls, the 200 medley relay and the 200 free relay, were district champions. Those teams consisted of Hannah Zamora, Isabel Finley, Parker Baum, and Rena Lynch. If you want to see all the placers for them for the state tournament, you can go to our social media. There's a post about it with some pictures and all the placers for them. Those photos are credited to Kendall Lynch and Tanya Finley. And finally, on Sunday, LHS senior Matthias Fields signed his letter of intent to continue his academic and college football career at Knox College in Illinois. That's cool. He got a really good academic scholarship. It's a D3 school, so there's no sports scholarships, but he's going to get to play football and get a degree from a pretty good school. We'll talk EOU sports on Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow night is senior night up at the high school. Girls tip at 6, boys at 7:30. Get up there and support them. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They want you to sleep like a log. That's their new.
I know. I saw it.
It's all over everything. So
Yeah.
I told John I'm going to start saying that.
Sleep like a
Sleep
log.
like a log. That's a little bit easier than saying big red rocking chair on Elmont
Yeah.
Adams in LeGrand.
Yep. No, I saw it on the. They have a billboard space in the same digital billboard that we
That's
do.
where I saw it,
And it's like. All right. Well, hey, let's take a look outside, Benny. The weather cam. There's a
What the
little
heck
bit of
is that
snow on the
crap?
mountains, anyhow. Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
go away.
It was cold. I mean, it's been a little chilly. Let's take a look at that graphic, Bennett. So 41 today, 26 tonight, and 37, 38, 40. I mean, looking down through the week, those are the highs. So,
Yeah, winter's finally starting in the middle of February.
yeah, who knows? Yeah, I was with a farmer last night, and he was hoping for a lot more moisture than what we got. I guarantee you that. So, all right. Well, hey, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back with Luke McKern and the Depot Street Syncopators. While we're gone, we're going to play a little video of them. Tonight, we'll talk about this more, but tonight they play some music at the Depot, which is a restaurant in downtown, and then they make a walking trip over to HQ. Thank you. And anyhow, and so that's what this video starts with, them walking, and that's what's going on. So we'll be back in just a minute with Luke McKern.
Say when the saints go marching on in.
All right, we're back. Luke McKern, how are you, man?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good. Glad you're in the house. And
Happy Mardi Gras.
happy Mardi Gras. Who would know? I don't think I would. It's just not on my calendar. I wouldn't know, except for, this is the date when you guys do this every year, right?
Well, Mardi Gras changes around.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. It's always the day before Ash Wednesday.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
Moves around.
Right, yeah.
Every year. It can be, late March, April,
Yeah.
or it can be as early February. But
Yeah.
It's always on the move.
Yeah.
I have to check the calendar every year myself.
But this is a group that you put together of mostly local musicians just for this event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 16 years ago, we decided we're going to put together a band just to play Mardi Gras. The music is great, and we have a lot of great players in town.
Yeah.
It's a big band.
Yeah.
So
How many are in the band?
there's 12 of us.
Oh my! And that's
Yeah.
not a big stage at HQ. I mean, you get 12 people on that stage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We bring in a stage extender.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. But there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
We used to play in the corner at 10 Depot with 12.
Right.
It's tight,
Yeah.
but it's nice.
Yeah. So tell me what instruments, who throws into that? I mean, just give me an idea of, and then who are the singers? Yeah.
Well, we have Matt Cooper on piano.
Okay.
We have John McKinnon on organ. We have Jeff Sizer playing trombone, retired music teacher out of Baker,
Okay.
now out of the Seattle area. We have Peter Wertelman on trumpet. We have Greg Johnson on saxophone. We have Mark Emerson playing drums. Roger Barnes on the bass. On the vocals, we have Renee Wells sings lead. Holly Sorensen, Brent Smith, and then I play guitar.
Awesome.
And we've rounded out percussion. We have a lot of percussion going on. Scott McConnell is playing percussion.
Really?
And then, we always have people coming in and out
Yeah.
of, the occasional tambourine player who joins us for a song. And
Yeah. Well, years ago, I was in My Fair Lady with Renee Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And we're in the middle of, this is like the very last part of getting ready for the production of My Fair Lady. But everybody knew that Renee, she couldn't rehearse on that one particular night. Yeah. So there was that's kind of when it became, I understood the significance of it, or how much you all invest in making that happen.
oh yeah, it's it's a little bit of a lift just getting a stage set up to accommodate 12 people.
Yeah.
But as far as the music, we just kind of let it happen on Mardi Gras on the day.
Yeah.
We're at this point, it's been 16 years, so we tend to know the material, but we try and freshen it up every year with a few new ones. We have some new material we're going to be playing this year, some calypso and, a few new just grooving tunes. So we're getting it figured out now, kind of
Yeah.
our plan. But yeah, it's we all aim for it, and it's great. This year we're at full strength. It's hard to have a 12-piece band because someone's always traveling. Someone
Right.
has a work engagement. Somebody gets sick.
Yeah.
But this year it looks like we're going to have everybody. So that's always a treat just to get to hang out with all these players.
So have you ever been to the real Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of when we put this together. I lived down in New Orleans for a year, and when I came back, I was just, infected with this amazing music.
Yeah.
And we had all the players. So we thought, let's put on our own Mardi Gras right downtown.
Yeah.
Right on Depot Street.
Well, and it's always kind of since it's a one-night thing, I might be able to make it tonight, but I've never made one. So it's like, it's
One night only.
a one-night only
And
thing.
Tragically, it's the middle of the work week. Yeah. I know. I've often thought, wouldn't it be great if Mardi Gras was on a Friday or a Saturday? But we've decided to keep it traditional and just stick to it's Fat Tuesday, so we're going to do it on Tuesday.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about you. Where were you raised at? And tell me how you got into music.
I grew up just around Oregon, but mainly Hood River. Okay. And I started playing music when I was a kid and just stuck with it and had a great time. Always played in bands, always was a guitar player and a drummer. And
Did your family, did you get...
they were
Yeah.
encouraging.
Okay.
But I don't come from a particularly musical family.
Yeah. So, so then, at some point you decided, hey, because you teach, you're a professor, an associate professor, what do they call
An
you?
instructor.
An instructor.
Yeah.
At EOU. And so, at what point did you figure out, well, hey, I could maybe make a living out of this?
Well, I started teaching when I was a teenager, although I didn't know what I was doing or talking about. But I enjoyed just playing music with people. And
Yeah.
I had a large studio, a lot of different students. And then, I decided I should maybe figure out what I'm talking about. So I decided to go to college and study music. And then after that, just the path into teaching it was just great to be able to teach and then perform in groups.
Yeah. So how did you get to EOU? Tell me that story.
EOU, just a great school. I was traveling around playing music in bands, and my grandmother lived here in LeGrand, and the family was starting to get pretty worried. She was living alone, and they said, hey, if you'll move to LeGrand, we'll pay to finish your college education. So we have someone to send over to grandma's when we need a family member we can run around. So I thought, oh, that'd be great. I was just playing music in Buffalo, New York, and wasn't, doing anything particularly meaningful. And I thought, yeah, I'll move to LeGrand to get my education paid for. So I moved here and just loved the community and been here ever since.
When was that? When did you?
About 24 years ago.
Okay.
I know 2 days. I know when I was born, when I graduated from high school. Those are my anchor
Those
days.
are
But then it
kind of
gets a
your
little
anchors.
foggy.
Everything else is kind of mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. And I know, you, and I don't know how long you've been doing this. At what point did you start doing the loop?
Oh, the live looping.
Yeah,
with
and
Bag of Hammers?
explain to people what that is, and then kind of tell me how you got into that.
So live looping is a lot like recording in a multi-track studio, but you're doing it live. So you'll play and record whatever you're playing, play it back, and add layers to that. And yeah, Holly Sorensen and I have a live looping group called Bag of Hammers, and she's able to loop and I'm able to loop, and we sync it together and build up the tracks as we go. It's a fun way to make music, and it's a complete opposite of the Syncopators. In Bag of Hammers, it's just two of us.
Yeah.
A little easier to manage schedules and booking. That's why the Syncopators only play once a year, because it's just too hard to get 12 people.
So now I've not seen you and Holly. I mean, Holly has just a stellar voice. I mean, she's just
Yeah, great
incredibly.
work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there are times it's like, I am so lucky that she
Every
lives
time.
in the same town as I do.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you do shows, are you building songs, or do you have sequences already built that you're singing to?
Oh, it's complete blank slate every song we start from the ground up.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I experimented a little bit with, having some things in the can, as they say, ready to play. But then if you have an idea to make a new song or want to take something in a different direction, I found it was a pain to prepare everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was more fun and just a little more musically engaging to build it as we go, every track from scratch.
That's crazy. So I saw the group you had kind of put that. I mean, the group for the chamber choir show that you guys just did, and you were.
Oh yeah, the LeGrand Wrecking Crew.
Is that what you call that group?
Well,
Yeah.
we're just like the session players
Yeah.
who kind of go in.
But still, you guys are tremendous. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, but during the intermission, I caught Peter, and I'm asking him. I was like, well, who did the arranging, and how did that come together? And do you have music? And, we're talking about all this. He goes, yeah, but you should see Luke's chart. It's just, 3 or 4 chords on a sheet or on an iPad screen, and that's it. I don't know. Is that true? Is that a good description?
I like to reduce the charts. We don't, if you do a musical, you'll get a book for the guitarist and a
Right.
book for the drummer and the
Right.
bassist,
Yeah.
keyboard 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But with this show, often we're working with songs that weren't parts of musicals, so we don't have the score.
Yeah.
We're usually working from either a piano reduction or the choir piece, which requires us to put together our own books. Each person kind of
Yeah.
has to make their own notes. The
Yeah.
drummer has a different set of
Right.
needs from keyboard players.
Right.
But Mark Emerson, who plays drums in that group, has a lot of experience with that. So we make it work from whatever charts we have. And some, it's just easier for me to reduce. I don't like turning pages all night. Hard to play guitar and turn pages
Yeah.
at the same time. Probably hard to play piano and turn pages too, but they're very good musicians.
right.
Guitar players need all the help we can get. We can't be turning pages and trying to play the right notes. But yeah, I'll tend to make my own charts. And
Well, and then you have Miko. Is that her name?
Mio Awike?
Mio. Yeah. You have Mio on the other end of the spectrum, right? I'm imagining where she's reading every note she's playing.
amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
right.
We Roger Barnes, who plays bass in the Syncopators and in the Wrecking Crew,
Yeah.
plays for the musicals. We joke that we're trying to figure out where we are in the music while she's playing everything on the page.
Right.
Yeah, Mio's a tremendous musician, great to work with.
Well, and that's what kind of makes that group really unique. I mean, because there's just this vast amount of experience and musical style, and I don't know. It's just fun watching you guys pull it together.
Great. Well, it's a great show to be a part of. Peter has done a great job putting that together.
So, but the reason I ask all of that is, do you ever play the same song the same, or do you find yourself?
Yeah, I don't have that good a memory. I try,
Yeah.
but I don't know that I ever have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your goal is to be on the right chord, on the right beat, but there might be a lot of variation, and it's like, okay, I have a solo here. Is the solo going to be the same every time, or is it going to go a different direction?
Well, everything else is going to change. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to not get too pinned down with what I'm going to try and do. Whenever I try and do that, things don't go as well as when I I'm open to reacting to, what the keyboard players are doing, what I hear from the percussion.
Yeah.
So, I like to know where I am in the song and then just try and do something that fits well with that.
Right. Now, it's kind of that particular show is interesting because Peter is down in front and he put the whole show together.
Mm-hmm.
He's directing, but there's a lot of tunes that begin and end with you.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we can't see Peter
Right, yeah.
because there's
Right.
choreography.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
there's a distance between you guys too. Yeah.
And so we just do our best.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the band can't see Peter, so I'm
Yeah.
a little bit of an intermediary conductor,
Yeah.
trying to direct people. And the added difficulty is that we're just in a line, so I have people
Right.
on both sides. It's hard to see.
So you can't really see it. Yeah.
But they do a great job.
So you instruct, you teach also.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tell me. I know that Bennett has been one of your students in the past.
Yeah.
Tell me the things that you teach and.
I teach all of the electronic music classes. We have a nice recording studio and a recording lab, so we learn to use digital audio workstations. So we have several classes in that realm. I teach the African drumming program up at the school. I do private guitar lessons, teaching like world music and musicianship. So there's a bunch songwriting. So we just have a bunch of different classes there in the music department. It's a little different schedule each term, but
Yeah.
it's a fun day. I enjoy.
And do you like? Do you like the students? Are you enjoying what you're doing? Yeah.
They're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very dynamic day. Yeah. We have a great bunch of students up at Eastern.
So here's an off-the-wall question: AI and how that's just affecting everything, including music. So yeah, talk to me about that. What do you think about all that mess?
I haven't run into it a whole lot in where AI is making the music.
Yeah.
But up at the college, writing assignments, you have to think through those a little differently. AI is pretty good at generating text. I'm sure it's going to get better at generating music.
Yeah.
But for me, the joy is in creating music. I don't need
Right.
AI to do that part. That's the fun part.
Right. Of course.
And
yeah.
also with writing.
Yeah.
I don't tend to get into it. They say AI isn't going to replace people, but people using AI might replace some people not using AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still I'll have a writing assignment and it'll come back and you can tell it's AI. I do have a policy of not using AI, so I do a lot of handwritten reflection assignments in class and little writing by hand.
Yeah.
But I see it. It's not very fun to read. When you get a writing assignment, you can tell someone fed your prompt into AI and into ChatGPT,
Right.
and it just spewed up some things that don't mean anything.
Right.
But yeah, it's out there, and it's, I guess, a very useful tool for certain things, depending on how you're using it.
For us, it's been on the creative end of it. It is frustrating, but it's coming. So for us to, if we were working on a video or a commercial, we're trying to figure out some angle, some clever idea, whatever it might be. We might talk for an hour and come up with 3 or 4 different ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And man, you can throw a prompt into AI and it'll spit 10 ideas out in 30 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and half of those are pretty good. So it's just from the creative standpoint, the way it affects us. It's going to affect us, and so then for us, we're trying to figure out, okay, how do we continue to do things that other people can't do? Where's our competition at? In fact, I'm getting ready to do a series of videos, and one of the things I say is but you can create something with AI, but AI won't tell you that you look stupid, and we will.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm sure I'll come around and start finding ways to utilize AI, but at this stage in the game, I enjoy creating
Right,
things.
absolutely, yeah.
So I don't want to hand off the fun
No.
part of my job. So I'm going to just continue, with creating things the way I've been creating them. And then we'll see how the tools evolve, and I'm sure there'll be some useful ways to utilize it in my teaching practice. But right now I'm just enjoying doing things the way I've always done them.
Absolutely. Well, so do you have can you kind of look at where you are now in your life and EOU, do you have any goals that either places where you want EOU to go that they're not yet, or are there some things out there that you're kind of wanting to continue pursuing?
Well, we're always, building up, the student body. We're recruiting. We're getting the word out about the great programs that Eastern offers. We're augmenting the program. We've got a nice recording studio now on campus where we're, having small ensembles come in to record.
Cool.
Was a great opportunity for the students.
Where's that at?
It's on campus. It used to be the Art Center East building right by the Counseling Center, the Student Health Center, in the Badgley Loso parking lot there. But there was this house, and we've just converted into a recording studio.
Really?
And we're having a great time over there.
I'll have to come.
Did it used to be the radio station?
No, that building's gone.
That's what I thought.
Over by the library.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was a neat building, but when
I DJ'd there.
Yeah, a lot of
in
people.
the 90s.
I was in there. I did some radio shows, did some
Because
live
you could play
performances.
music with cuss words after midnight, so I always took like the 12 to 2 because I liked rap at the time and go in there and play.
Yeah, that was a
rap
great studio. They now have in Hoke upstairs. There's was where they moved the radio station to, but I don't think they're currently
I don't
broadcasting
think
at
so
all.
either.
They do podcasts up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, cool. I'll have to come take a look at that sometime. Look at your studio. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have you up.
Yeah, audio is where I started singing as a kid, and then, kind of my first dive into technology was PA and audio recording, and, and so I've got a lot of first love in that area. So, yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's talk one more time about tonight. Give me the details.
Yes.
And Bennett, put that poster up as we talk about,
All right, so at 5:30, we have the pre-party over at the Depot where there's going to be themed drinks. The band is going to be playing an informal acoustic set for the pre-party. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a second line parade down Depot Street to HQ. And the main event starts down at HQ at 7 o'clock. And EOU students get in for free, and we're going to go till around 9, and we're going to have a big Mardi Gras celebration right here in LeGrand.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks so much. And, sometime maybe I can recruit you to come back again, bring some instruments, or bring somebody and do a little music for us. I appreciate so much what it is you do.
That'd be great, and thank you for having me.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, just stay right there. You want to get us out of here, man?
Let's do it. On this day, February 17th, 1913, the U.S. state of Oregon becomes the second to enact minimum wage laws. 1915, on this day, Edward Stone is the first combatant to die in World War I, U.S. 1959, on this day, the first weather satellite is launched, the Vanguard 2, 9.8 kilograms. 1972, Italian tenor Pavarotti receives a record 17 curtain calls after his performance. I'm not going to try to say the name of that. I'm not French. At New York's Metropolitan Opera. 1998, U.S. women's ice hockey team beats Canada and wins the first Olympic gold medal for women's hockey. They play this Thursday versus Canada for gold, and they already beat Canada once in this Olympics, and they haven't given up a goal yet. So it looks like they might be winning another gold. The number one song in America on this day 40 years ago, How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. And the quote of the day comes from the legendary John Wooden. Champions are brilliant at the basics. One more time. Champions are brilliant at the basics.
All right, good stuff.
Yep.
Hey, thank you, Luke.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yep.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you Thursday right here.